Anyway, what this is, when I file for a patent for a Nuclee-r mission wing, I'll show you here. You can use whatever you want. For this part, I'm going to use bobbin. And I probably won't be able to do that because that's going too far back. Let me get a hook. And if you're going to make these small enough for trout flies, get your barbless or bend the barb over. Because these fibers are going to catch on here. What we're going to be doing here, let me get my heat gun, my hair irons. Pretty much, yeah. Just like you used to straighten out your hair, dyed, fried, laid to the side. And that's my wide one plugged in. You probably want to use a power strip for this stuff. Remember to turn them off and unplug them. I run these here, usually about, it all depends on the heat gun. That's way out of focus. Some reason. And get you into manual focus. Alrighty, we're going to take you back just a little bit. You might see a little bit of clutter on the bench, but be thankful for that because it gives you all kind of things to play with. Anyway, this one here we're going to use Pearl UVA Nuclee-r emission wing, Pearl new flies. We're going to get a nice little bunch on here. I tied up a lot of these when I filed for the patent. Paid all that money, and I had failures. The reason I was having failures was because I was using way too much super glue, and it makes a pinch point in there, and the fibers break. I tried every kind of adhesive, and still got a little bit of stuff broken in. I'll show you here in a second. This one here, let me use my wide one on. 1, 2, 3. Don't know if you can see that. I'll show you in a second. We're going to get just a little bit more. She's coming in iridescent. Didn't get it real hard. You can also just hold it. 1, 2, 3. And let's see, I had that one up to about a 15, probably a little too high. Sometimes I want to get that. It's got a little bit of wave to it. Can you see that iridescence? Let me see that monitor. Zoom in on that. Don't know if it's going to show up, but now it's cooked enough and I got enough on there. It's nice and steady. But now when you go to get that to a hook, that's where I emphasize so much. Don't use too much super glue because it creates a pinch point. I've tried everything from coating it. It's going to want a pinch right there. You have to have something once you get her all tied on there to break up the pneumatic and hydraulic actions of casting and picking it up. Just a wee bit of that super glue, and I've cut that right there. Now, if you take some pearl curl, pieces of pearl curl, and you get that glued up to here, you'd be using a larger hook because that pearl curl come way back. Or you can have something on there. This is pretty darn strong because I used extra amount. I was using way too little before. I got that on manual focus. Out of focus again. Let's go back to automatic there. Yeah, pretty good in focus. Fairly good. Anyway, then you put your feathers on there, small feathers. See if I got a couple little pieces here. Rip them off. You can get a couple on there. You can do what you want on it. Get a little bit of new in various colors tied in there. Now we'll take the small one for this one, and we're just going to add to that one. It'll bond a little bit. This dark peacock blue, it's not going to hold fully because this dark peacock, as I mentioned, is a polyester, which is basically just clothing. There's that in that color. Now I'll show you what it does in purple. You can experiment with it. Like I said, I sell the smaller packs in every color. I got that super glue on there, so that won't be coming off. Zoom me back out here. Don't tell me that was out of focus that whole time. No, that's just from my arms moving around, flapping around more than my gums. Now we'll get some of this here in the purple. This is where you can really see the color differences when it iridesces. I'm going to make a big hunk of this just so you can see her. And I'll use this big one. Got it turned down. And I'll zoom it in here in a second. Let's see, I don't know if that's showing.